it's Brooke from You Make My Heart Sing Designs, coming to you all today to make a very simple, very small ladybug wreath. I found this ladybug this morning, when I was going through some supplies, and then I found the ribbon, and I found some florals too. So I thought, why not make just a quick, simple little wreath. I love making these wreaths for gifts. These are great for gifts because they're tiny, they don't cost a whole lot, and people definitely appreciate them. So I went ahead and made my first bow, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that. I'm going to put it down. Oh, and I attached my ladybug too. It came on a floral pick, and I just cut it off. I placed it in there with hot glue, and then I put some Spanish moss in there to cover up my mechanics. So I'm just going to go right underneath the ladybug with my bow, and I go through the grapevine, but I have to be careful because I have actually attached a wreath to this little easel that I have this wreath on. I've done that before, so I have to be careful that I don't attach it again when I attach the bow. Okay, there we are. Now, when I'm done and finished with the wreath, I will go back and then I will cut off the wire, and I'll place Spanish moss on that too to cover up all of the mechanics, because it's not pretty to see that on the back of your wreath. I would do it now, but just to make a short quick video, I'll just save that until later. A lot of times people like to trim up their grapevines and cut all of these pieces off. I like them. I think it just gives texture and dimension, and I don't know, I kind of like those. So I'm going to keep all of those little pieces up here. So I'm going to go ahead and make my second bow that I'm probably going to place right up here. I need to make it small. I should have had, I wish I had 1.5 inch ribbon, but this is the one I found. So just my floral wire, and what I do is I just make a loop and I pinch it. I make another loop. I'm sorry, I have my phone and camera going. I got a new camera that I have not used before, so I'm trying to use it just to see how it works and things like that. So I'm going back and forth, sorry. So I have my 2 loops. I'll leave just a little tail. Take my floral wire right in the middle, and then I just twist it really tight. Then whoops, sorry guys, making lots of noise, aren't I? Then I take more ribbon to make the tails. I wish I was so talented to be able to hold everything in my hand and attach the tails all at once, but after many years of bow making and things like that, my hands aren't great anymore. So I just attach, I fold it in the middle, and I just kind of pinch it up, and I place it on the back of my bow. Also, what I like to do is I like to take the ends and I like to dovetail them. I don't know, I just think it gives it a much better finished look. Dovetail that. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing that I just did with the first bow. I'm going to place it through my grapevine. I don't like putting it around. I like it to go through. When you place it around, you have many more mechanics to cover, and I'm always afraid that, uh-oh, it just came off. And I'm afraid that it's not gonna hold as well if I just go all the way around the grapevine. And again, when I'm finished, I'm going to go back and cut off the wire and cover it in moss to cover those mechanics. So, oh, I didn't dovetail this. Hold on one second. I can't tell where I am since I came over on this side. There we go. Y'all, like I said, this is just practice. That's what I'm going to be doing here soon. I have some new lighting, the new camera. I hope it's still going. The new camera. So I'm just practicing. And I might cut those shorter, but for now I'm just going to leave them. I'm going to leave them like that. So anyway, what I like to start off doing when I start a wreath, I like my bows to go on first. Any kind of attachment, a sign, the ladybug, anything like that, I like those to go on first. And then what I like to do is start with my greenery. This is one of my favorite greeneries, local craft store. And it just, I don't know, it's a good base. I like flowy things. I don't like things to be too tight to the wreath, so I like how airy this is. Okay, so I think I'm going to start up at the top and add a few in. I'm going to cut it just a little bit shorter. And I have my glue pot here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Spanish moss to that. You might not be able to see, but there's hot glue that is visible, and I don't like that. So I want that to be covered. I don't want people, when you're selling or giving these away as a gift, well, guys, keep losing my wreath. I don't want to see the mechanics. I don't want to see that hot glue. Okay, so we have that. And like I said, those tails, I might cut those shorter. We'll see, because it's almost kind of hiding the ladybug. And then I have this one. Oh, and I like to buy bushes of florals, greenery, things like that, because what you can do is you can cut them down. You just get a lot more for your dollar. So when you just get stems, you only get a few pieces. With getting a bush like this, well, that one's broken, y'all. Getting a bush like this, then you get a whole bunch out of one, because I've used this already, this bush, for a couple of things, so. I'm going to add this to the other side of the bow. Well, that came out. I'm sorry, I'm right in front of the wreath. So I'm going to take some more Spanish moss and cover up this glue. There we go. And I might play with this bow a little bit more, maybe make it more of an angle. Covering up that, our ladybug. Okay, so we have that. I might go ahead and get started on the bottom. I have to, well, you know, I don't know, I guess I'm getting a little rough with this or something. And push them, I always push up my greenery or my florals. There we go. Made a mess of this table with the Spanish moss. Go right on in. And get more of the moss. Y'all, I'm looking outside. We had a bunch of ice last night. So there's people out there scraping their cars and all that good kind of stuff. I was very thankful that my manager called me this morning and said that I didn't have to go in. Snow is one thing, ice is another. Ice scares me to death. So I was very thankful, so thank you. Okay, placing in my blue pot. And a glue pot is just an electric skillet. I'm trying to think. My husband ordered this one for me on Amazon. It's just an electric skillet is all. Some more Spanish moss to cover my mechanics. And I actually like to kind of see the Spanish moss. I think it adds a little bit because it's kind of hanging out here. I kind of like that. I like I'm always about some different textures and things like that. So anyway, have that. I'm going to add a few more pieces to the bottom. These are a little bit longer. So even though I might be working with a really small work frame or grapevine wreath, when you add things to it, it makes it longer and seem bigger. I have a friend who has a front door at her house. It's, I don't know, I think it's like an apartment, a duplex something, and she needs a smaller wreath. And so when I've made those for her, or made her a couple of wreaths, she needs a smaller size. So, and you know what? I am one who, and there's enough moss on there that I don't have to add any more there. It's covered up. The mechanics are covered up. And you know what? I'm not one that always has to have a wreath just on your front door. I love to have them. I have a couple underneath my cabinets in my kitchen. And I have, during Christmas, I always put them on mirrors. And so they're just good to have all over the place. So you don't always want to have this huge, gigantic wreath on the inside of your house, the interior. I like to have a smaller size. So anyway, I don't know if you would want to have a ladybug, but who knows, on the inside of your house. But, oh, and we live in townhomes. So I have a shed door. Oh, this one's hot glue. I have a shed door out back. I'm going to get in front of you all again, sorry. I have a shed door out back that I always like to keep a wreath on, and it doesn't need to have a big, 18 plus size wreath base. So, okay, let me look at that real fast. Yeah, I like how that is. I brought up some, let me see, these smaller pieces. These are ones that, I don't know, I guess how I had it stored, they came off. I think I might just stick a couple of these up here at the top. And actually, I think I'm going to come down. Oh, let me see this other piece. And just kind of come down this way with it. There we go. There we are. Sorry I keep getting in front of you all. I have a couple more. Take this. Now I brought up some more greenery. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or not. I might go ahead and start placing. I want to add some moss too. There we go. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this now because these are kind of driving me crazy. I'm not going to dovetail them right now. I'm just going to cut off a little bit and then go from there. There we are. I might even just roll them up a little bit. There. just for now. There we go. Okay, so I was going through, like I said, I found the ladybug this morning when I was looking through some florals for another project, and I found these with the ladybug, and so I'm gonna go ahead and cut off some of these. These are not pushers, so this will have to be, just kind of cut them. I'm gonna cut a couple. I'm going to place some real quick first just to kind of get an idea of where I want them. Okay. I'll go ahead and start placing them. Dip it in my hot glue pot. There's enough moss in there that you can't see the hot glue on that. So you could always twist and turn to get your floral. I don't know, I'm twisting and turning. I don't know if it's turning or making a difference or not. There we go. That's good. I think I'm going to add one more bigger bloom to this. Let's see. It almost sounds like my neighbors are having like an ice party out there. I think they're all scraping their cars at the same time. Okay, so I have those. So I like to work in odd numbers. So that's 3. I might go back with more. I don't know. But let's go ahead and do the bottom. And then I might, then I'll see. These are the best. I have no idea what they are, but my dad gave them to me the last time that we went to go visit. They're in Florida. I might be a little jealous of that. This weather, like I said, this has been, I mean, we're very thankful that it hasn't been worse, but this winter has been kind of a strange winter. A little bit colder than usual for us here in Kentucky. Let's see. Sorry, y'all, right in front of the camera, of course. And I'm thinking I should have brought my glasses up so I can see better. Okay, I kind of like that flowy like that. Like I said, I don't like things to be just flat on my wreaths. I'm gonna get 2 more. Cut this off. I've also used this bush and other things. I'm trying to think what I made. You know what? I made another ladybug wreath, so it's probably from the one that I made this past summer. These are all kind of leftovers. That's the best. Going through and forgetting you have some supplies and you get so excited. some down here, like I said, with a smaller wreath. If you can make it longer with your ribbon and your florals, then it looks like a much bigger wreath. Sorry about the moss everywhere. Why is it when I make a wreath all by myself, things just go exactly in where you want them? And then as soon as I turn on my phone, the camera, something like that, they don't want to go in for me like I wanted. Okay. You honestly, with just the greenery and the red florals, you could just stop there. That's actually cute just like that. But I'm not. So I brought up this. I have used so many different things. I don't know if I want these or not. Yeah, I think maybe I'll just take a couple. We'll just do a couple. And with some of your floral stems, your greenery, they can be just straight up and down. I don't like them straight up and down. You need to kind of touch all of them, make them flow. Again, texture and dimension. Into my glue pot. And I might end up adding more greenery. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna add just a few of these. It doesn't, they're pretty big. Just a couple. We'll make a pop. Again, touch all of your florals. Usually once I add, when I add something to one side, I usually go to the other side and add something to it kind of similar, but they don't have to be exact same. So I'll do a couple at the bottom. There we go. There we go. This ladybug, he's on, or she is on a floral stem. So it does kind of bend. I'm glad I did that. There we go. Yeah. So it comes up out of the wreath. There. Back here. Oh yeah, I like that there. With putting that there, I have decided I'm going to add this. I'm trying to think what this is. Y'all, what's this dill? I'm trying to think what this is. Another favorite from a local craft store. I love this, makes awesome filler greenery. sometimes I even make this like a main greenery, but it makes great, great filler for your wreaths. Actually, it's also great for little touches in your home. Yeah, there we go. So now I'll add, okay, I do need to add some moss to this one because you really can see the moss, or the hot glue. But this makes great greenery for in your home too, just like small vases. I have a, is it 2 or 3 tiered? I think I get 2 tiered, what are those things called? Trays. And I have it in my kitchen. So I have little vases and stuff on that. And it's really good for your home too. So I think I'm gonna put, I'm not liking how that red flower is just sticking right up, so I think I'm gonna put it right here in the middle. Hopefully this goes in the way I want it to. Another tip, I like, with my bows, I like for some of the florals to come out of it, or you can place some of them in there. So it looks like, I don't know, I just want the bow to be pale right there. I like to have some things incorporated into the bow as well. See, I really like that. There we go. Now I might go ahead and put one more on the other side. Over here. There we go. So now we have it throughout. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the same. Now with this, you all, because it is a pusher, you can push one down. I just pushed it right off of there now, didn't I? So I'll go to the next one. Again, as soon as I turn on a phone, a camera, things go crazy. You can take one and cut it in 2, and then you make your bush go even further. And it's not as big, and it's just like a little hint there, here and there. So take this and put it here. And I'm going to add some moss to this because you can really see that hot glue. So it just gives it a little bit more. I like that. Okay, then I'm going to take this other one that stayed on for me. I'm going to put it up here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and take this, well, I'm going to take this one, the one that I shot the other one off of. Let me cut it a little bit so I can add the other one to it. I'm going to take this and then I'm going to add around the sides. Just like that. There we go. Glue strings for days. And where's my, here we go. So this, since this one popped off, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little hot glue on the stem and push this on there so it'll stay. There we go. Then put him in here. Okay. So now I have of these white little bitty tiny florals. I love these. These are also great filler flowers. You can also push these up as well, and you can cut them up so you can get more out of even just one, like one little stem. So this will go a couple, let me see. Down in there a little bit more. There we go. Oh yeah, I like that. That's cute. And then, actually, I might be able to get, how many do I have on there? Might be able to get, yeah. Get this in over here. So like just little touches here and there. Now this is just one left. So what I might do with this, no, sorry, just have hot glue strings everywhere. What I'm gonna do with this, I think I'm gonna try to get it really down in here so it comes over in the middle of this bow. Like that. So see just how a little bit of the greenery, I don't know, it just doesn't make it, what am I trying to say? Your bow's more incorporated. It's almost like your bow is a part of your project, your wreath, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's add a couple more down at the bottom, and you know, I might just be about done with this. I definitely need some more color here. I did bring these up. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut some up and just kind of see what it looks like. Excuse me. Well, that way you can't see much from the front, but you always see your wreaths from the side. So it's always good to have things on the side that other, you know, when you're walking down the hallway or wherever, you can see the side of your wreath. It's always good to have things on the side as well. I learned that from a wreath maker several years ago when I first started out. You know, your wreath on your front door, this is not my words, your wreath on your front door, you definitely see it this way, but people are taller, some are shorter, and so you see it from all angles. People see it, you know. Well, I added more glue to my glue pot before I came up, but I'm almost out again. So I might be wrapping this up real soon. So a couple more, and like I said, I might wrap this up. I might cut up that yellow, just like a couple little pieces, and just see what I think about them. Okay, I'm gonna put this one in the middle. Go. Just a little bit more. Actually, I did bring up some so funny with this weather. I always make a joke with my coworkers. Those people are out getting the milk and bread. I just want to make sure that I have glue sticks. As long as I have glue sticks and a grapevine wreath and a couple of florals laying around, I'm good. As long as we keep power. A friend of mine said maybe I need to get a generator just to make sure that I can always keep my glue pot going. Thank you, Claire, for that idea. So a little bit there. Like I said, you can't really see it great from the front, but you definitely can see it from the side. That adds a whole lot. Okay. And you all probably after I'm done and I actually really look at it and stuff, I'll probably go back and tweak it and take pictures and stuff. That one has like a tail. So with these two, usually I kind of cut them down so you can get more out of your stems, your bush. Because when you cut it down like that, you just add a little here and there. Okay, that's too big for here. You know what? Maybe I will add just a couple of these. Yeah, let's just add a couple, and then we'll wrap it up. Because nobody wants to watch something forever and ever and ever. And everybody just, likes to watch a little something. I know when I'm making wreaths, I love to get on YouTube, or I love to get on Facebook and watch lives. I love to watch other people create. But sometimes you need it to wrap up. You don't want to sit there all day long. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So, cut it right about here. I hope I'm not burning my table. I just thought about that. And the last video I made was very super simple and super quick. And how I edited the video, you didn't really hear a lot that I was saying. My daughter moved out, so this is her old room. And this is horrible. It's like I want to work on it, but then I don't know how to come home from work and work on this because all I want to do is turn on my glue pot and make things. So I need to get in here and get things hung up and cleaned up and get all of my supplies up here and all that kind of stuff. And two, like in my last video I said that I have a window here and I'm always looking out, so I apologize that I keep looking outside. I'm going to add just a little bit here. And you know what, sometimes you all, I even just glue to my bow, as long as it just sticks to something. Might add a little bit more there later. But I think I'm just gonna add this and we're gonna be done. You all, thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for hanging out with me for a minute on this cold, maybe just one more, this cold, icy, snowy, what is today? Thursday. Oh, hey, happy Friday Eve, everybody. I'm excited. I get to see my grandmother and my aunt and my mother tomorrow. It's been a very long time. There, that's a little bit more. And I might add more down here, but I'm gonna wrap it up. But I'm super excited to get to see my grandma, my aunt, my mother tomorrow. I haven't seen my grandma, my aunt in a very long time just because of everything that's been going on. So anyway, I'll bring this a little bit closer. Oh, please tell me I didn't hot glue it. Oh, I think I hot glued it to my easel. So anyway, there you have it. Just very simple, very cute, great for a gift, great for a gift, and great for a small spot, small door. So anyway, thanks again, guys. You all have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. I'll see ya.